Hey, what's up, guys? Kyle Gallup back in the video. Today I'm going to do my Broncos strengths and weaknesses going into Week 18. So, we're at home, hosting the Chargers in Power Field at Mile High. So, what we need to do mostly in the fixes there. So, in the fixes there, we need to mostly get our pass rush much better there. Most of the pass rush there was not showing a lot this week there. They were not showing a lot last week against the Chiefs on Christmas. They did not show up a lot there last week against the Chiefs on Christmas there. So we mostly need to fix that there going in this week there and try to mostly pressure Bo Nix there in the practice mode there and mostly practice on those practice dummies there and mostly working on. That's what we need to work on. We need to work on our pass rush there. Our pass rush was not all there last week there. Have Nick Benito and Jonathan Cooper work on the pass rush there and actually mostly hit the practice dummies on the ground. Hit the practice dummies on the ground there going into the practice mode this week there and mostly get them the pressure there. Try to find them there. Maybe we possibly need to move the pocket there because we're playing against another mobile-ass quarterback. We're playing against another mobile quarterback there, and he can actually use his legs. He can actually fucking use his legs there. So we need to mostly execute that there and mostly fix the pass rush, because if we don't fix the pass rush there, we're not possibly going to win this game there if we don't fix this pass rush. So mostly fix the pass rush going into practice there. Mostly practice on the practice dummies there and mostly working on that. Mostly for the tackling there, practice the tackling also because the tackling has been worse than the last two games there. The tackling has not been showing there. Definitely we need to mostly get that prepared there. Get them mostly tackling there. Get them mostly tackling those practice dummies in the practice mode. For the offensive side, we need to mostly fix our fucking drops. The drops are insane this year. We need to fucking fix our fucking drops. Cortland Sutton, you need to fix your fucking drops there. You really need to fix your drops. Get the ball. Get the ball in your hands there and do not drop the fucking football. Do not drop the fucking football there because that was the issue last week there. You had a lot of drops last week. You need to fix that shit. You need to fix your fucking drops. So that's what we need to do in the fixes. Was going to the actual game. So we're at so we host the Chargers at Empower Field at Mile High. So what we mostly need to do in this game there. So mostly the Chargers there are pretty weak against the pass there. Mostly looking at this game there, they're pretty weak against the pass there. So mostly use the pass there. Try to find Cortland Sutton onto the slant there, or try to find Cortland Sutton onto the slant, or try to find Troy Franklin onto the flat there. Because technically, if you find Franklin onto the flat or Troy onto the right there, you will possibly get mostly Bo can actually throw it down the field there. Let Bo trying to find his targets there this week. Find him in the flat. Find him in the surface there because the Chargers are actually pretty weak against the pass there. They're actually pretty weak against the pass. So we need to throw the ball there accurately there and try to mostly execute it. Last time there, we did that well. Last time when we played against them there, we did not do that well last time when we played against them there for it. Mostly Bo was technically struggling them last time there when we played against the Chargers. So in week 3, so this time there, try to find the flat there, try to find the route there, and try to mostly execute in the play there, and also get the first downs there. So yes, move the sticks there, get the first downs, and move the sticks. So I'm going to say this every week. We need to execute the play, punch it, move down the field, move the sticks there. So move the sticks there and punch it in the red zone. We need to punch it in the red zone there and score the touchdowns there. Even if we are playing against the Chargers backups there, they can still be a fucking threat there. Jim Harbaugh knows how to fucking pressure quarterbacks under pressure there. So technically we need to move down the field, get first downs, and punch it in the red zone. If we punch it in the red zone, we're in good shape there. Mostly move that execution there because there's not going to be Khalil Mack in this game. So Mack is not going to be playing in this game there. So that's actually pretty good. So we can actually move the ball against them. We can actually move the ball there. For the running game there, have Jamal McLaughlin, RJ Harvey, and Tyler Bidet to move the sticks there. And also, we need to move the sticks. Find those routes there. Find those corner routes. Try to get first downs there. So we need to get them first downs. Find those pockets there. Find the holes. We need to get first downs. Executing the play there. And move the sticks there. I'm going to say this also. We need to move the sticks even in the running game there. Even if we're trying to go for the running game there, we need to move the sticks in getting those first downs. Try to find those pockets. Trying to find those sling routes there because the Chargers are pretty weak against for the running game there. They're pretty weak against the swing routes. So we need to. This is actually a perfect formula for RJ Harvey there. Because he actually loves to go in the swing routes type of thing there. So we need to use Harvey as much. We need to use Harvey as much in the running game there. And that's what we need to do there for it. Also, we need to use McLaughlin there to find those pockets are open there. Find Bidet on the flat there. And try to throw it like one of those swing passes on the flat. So we need to move there, move the sticks, get first downs, and punch it in the red zone. That's what we need to do on the offensive side there. Mostly try to find our tight ends there. Our tight ends are really good in this game there because they're pretty weak against the tight ends. So we need to mostly use the tight ends in this game also. So that's on the offensive side. Let's move on to the defensive side, where the defense has not been has kind of been lackluster in the last couple weeks. So for the defense there, we need to have, because we're facing a mobile quarterback again. There, another mobile quarterback there. So technically, most of what we're going to do in the quarterback there have Nick Bonito chase his ass down. Have Nick Bonito chase his ass down. Have Jonathan Cooper kind of get him in the slot there. Bring his ass down. Mostly Justin Herbert. It's not in this game there, so we don't have to worry about Justin Herbert. But technically, this other quarterback there, who is kind of like Justin Herbert, but not as fast as Justin Herbert. Try to keep him there, keep him locked there, and bring his ass on the fucking ground there. Bring his ass on the ground there. Do not let him get open there. If you let him get open, he's mostly gonna find some yards there and get those first downs. So we need to lock him down, mostly eyeing the quarterback there and spy his ass. We need to spy him there. We need to spy the quarterback there, lock him down. Do not let him wherever he fucking goes. And lock his ass down. We need to lock his ass down there and mostly hit him on the ground there. Hit him on the ground and put his ass on the ground. Mostly find him there, get the sacks there, sack his ass there. Mostly get him uncomfortable there, make him swarm around the backside of the field and put his ass on the fucking ground. Because if we do not put his ass on the ground there, he's mostly gonna burn us there. And then lock down the quarterback there and have Nick Bonito and Jonathan Cooper chase his ass, double team his ass, and mostly knock his ass on the fucking ground. Because if he gets double teamed there, we're possibly gonna get a lot more sacks off of him there if we double team. Have Cooper and Bonito on his ass the whole fucking time there. Definitely Bonito, that's his job there, is to mostly go after the quarterback there and put his ass on the ground there because this quarterback is not as mobile as Justin Herbert is there. So we need to mostly, that's what we need to fully need to do, is mostly follow him wherever he goes, lock his ass down, and do not let him go anywhere. Mostly when he throws the football there, we need to mostly get him the pressure there, get a lot of pressure off of him there, make him like throw those incompletions and stuff. That's what we need to fully need to do against the quarterback. So for the wide receivers there, have PS2 locked down Keenan Allen there. I don't know if Keenan Allen's playing in this game there, but actually have PS2 lock their number one wide receiver down. Fire wherever he goes there, lock him down. Do not let him go there. Mostly, do not let him go there. Lock him down and mostly executing the play there. Do not let the wide receiver do whatever he fucking wants there. And I think I can say PS2 can actually handle that job pretty well. So PS2, this is your job. Locking down the number one wide receiver. Do not let him wherever he fucking goes. Follow him wherever he fucking goes there. Lock his ass down there. And when the football comes in his way, knock it down or pick his ass off there. Because technically, I think PS2 can actually really can handle him there. He knows how to block him pretty well. He knows how to block some guys pretty well. So I think PS2 can actually handle it there. And then for the R2 there, have Riley Moss locking down the R2 wide receiver. Actually have him lock him down. Do not let him wherever he goes there. Follow him wherever he goes and lock his ass down. Lock him down. Do not let him wherever he goes and knock the ball out of his hand there. Riley, that's your job there. You need to lock him down. Do not let him burn you, because technically, if you get behind him, he's gonna burn you. He's gonna burn you there. So lock him down, wherever he fucking goes, and lock his ass down. Lock him down, and lock him down pretty hard in that regard there. That's what we need to do for the wide receivers there. For the tight end there, mostly the Chargers don't have a full good tight end there, but mostly we need to have Greenlaw and Mathunga locking down the tight end, because if you lock him down there, Mathunga, you're really good against tight ends. So we need to mostly lock him down. Do not let him wherever he goes and knock the ball down. Knock the ball down. Lock him down. Do not let him get nowhere in sight of the ball there, and lock his ass down. When he catches it, knock him some yards back there. So technically, we really need to knock some yards back from the tight end there. Knowing the backup quarterback, he might actually try to throw it to a tight end more. So that's mostly might want to be our most biggest targets there. Is possibly that tight end there. That tight end is a pretty good one. Mathunga, that is your job there, to block the tight end and lock him down. Do not let him wherever he goes. Lock his ass down. Do not let wherever the tight end goes there. So that's what you need to do mostly that's what we need to do there for the tight end. For the running game there, mostly I totally forgot about the running game. But for the running game there, cram up the middle. Cram up the middle there. Do not let wherever the running back goes and lock him down. Do not let him, whenever he has the football there, grab him there, get him negative yards there, knock his ass down. Do not let him do anything for it. Mostly what we need to do there, we need to run fucking blitz in this game, because we need to run blitz and man in this game. We really need to run blitz and man. Because we need also kind of do a little bit of zone, but we're kind of sucky on zone there, so we don't want to run zone too much in this game. So mostly man and blitz, will work in this game there. We don't have to face Justin Herbert. If it was Justin Herbert, I'd be saying blitz and zone, but we're not really playing against Justin Herbert. We're playing against this guy there, who honestly is man and blitz there. We need to use man and blitz, mix a little bit of zone in there, and that's how we're mostly gonna beat the if we can beat them in the defensive front there. For the special teams there, we just need to have Marlon Mims there to return punts there and kickoffs there, and mostly blocking him in the punt and kickoffs there, and try to score in the red zone. We need to punch it in the red zone there. We need to execute that there and find those targets there and stuff for it. So that's what we need to do on that. The Chargers kicker, he can actually kick it out of bounds there. So we need to watch out when he does kick it out of bounds. So we need to do that for mostly if their punter can kick it out of bounds pretty easily there. So we need to watch him for doing that there. Don't let him kick it at the 1 yard line or the 2. Kind of get the ball, run the opposite way. If it's like 10 yards back, have Marlon Mims run the ball back. For the kicking there, for our kicking there, protect Will Lutz. Protect Will Lutz there. Do not let Lutz's field goals get blocked. Do not let Lutz's field goals get blocked there, because if they do get blocked, we're technically gonna be fucking screwed in this if they do get blocked. So yeah. That's pretty much it there. Comment, rate, my response to bros. We like love bros. Please subscribe for the bell notification. Hit that bell notification when we see more uploads and live streams. Comment, response to bros. Like,